I secured unanimous support of Dáil Eireann today to bring about a major reform of the beef sector in Ireland. Now, this won't improve beef prices tomorrow morning, but what it will do is bring about a fundamental shift in power away from processors and supermarkets and bring more power into the hands of farmers. I outlined last week to the TDs in Leinster House exactly what I'm proposing. I received the unanimous support of every TD in Dáil Eireann today. So have a look at the rest of this video where I outlined to the Dáil exactly what I'm talking about.
Corla, the fact is that farmers have no control over the price that they get in return from the market for beef. And that's the fundamental issue that has led to the beef crisis and the price crisis during the summer. I firmly believe that we have to establish a distinct brand for certified, grass-fed, extensively reared Irish suckler beef. Now, as you know, there is an application with the European Commission for EU Protected Geographical Indication status for that very product. And I believe that we need to redouble efforts, and the government needs to redouble efforts now to establish that status, and in tandem with that then to establish an individual brand just like Kerrygold to market that product across Europe and across the globe. Because the big difficulty at the moment is that Irish suckler beef is competing with manufacturing beef in this country from the dairy herd. And we're competing domestically in relation to a price for that, never mind being able to sell that as a unique product on international markets. Instead of that, we're using Irish suckler beef as a hook to sell that manufacturing beef into international markets. That needs to change and has to change immediately. Secondly, in line with the recommendation of the Competition and Consumer Protection Commission, last May it recommended at the Agriculture Committee that there would be a dedicated sectoral regulator established to deal with the unfair trading practices directive coming from Europe and to improve the welfare of farmers. We need to establish an independent regulator for this sector forthwith to actually protect small Irish family farms across this country, and this is something that cannot be dithered upon. Thirdly, and as I said here last night, yes, we have issues with the Competition and Consumer Protection Commission, with the threats that are being issued, but there are tools available to government through the Competition and Consumer Protection Commission to actually look at the beef sector in this country, to look at who is actually controlling the levers of the beef sector in this country. And under Section 10, subsection 4 of the Competition and Consumer Protection Commission Act, the Minister Humphreys can ask the Competition and Consumer Protection Commission to do an analysis of the beef market in this country and make recommendations on that. And that needs to happen, and needs to happen immediately. Fourthly, we are going to be back here again, dealing with this issue in a number of years' time, and the next time we're here, we're going to say that the fundamental mistake that was made in 2019 was that we should have established a state-owned and state-controlled blockchain supply chain for the beef sector. This is new technology. It's happening across our pharmaceutical sector here in this country. Someone in Ireland is going to establish that blockchain, and if it is not state-owned and state-controlled, it will be further used to actually abuse the significant market share that is there at present and compound the problem facing Irish farmers today. And there is a responsibility now on the Department of Agriculture to bring all of the players together to establish a publicly owned and controlled national beef supply blockchain, which will increase the value of beef, but more importantly increase the return that is available to Irish farmers. And Minister, these 4 steps won't improve the price of beef tomorrow morning, or next week for that matter. Only movement on the base price will do that. However, if these measures are not taken now, then we will regret in the future having not taken them. And if these measures had been taken in the past, we would not be in the situation that we are in today.